a found footage time travel movie that underwent the name change from Welcome to Yesterday to Project Almanac. That has to be the most unsubtle reference I have ever heard in my life, but given this production company's track record, I'm not at all surprised. And hey, now it matches the rest of the movie! Project Almanac is a found footage time travel movie because Lord knows Hollywood can't make anything anymore that doesn't involve shaky cam in some capacity. The film finds this high school senior who's looking for a way to pay to go to MIT when he stumbles across one of his father's old projects in the basement. Why he's never gone into the basement all the years of his life that he's lived there is beyond me, but I'm not going to sit here pointing out every lapse in logic that this movie has. The project, again, so subtly titled Project Almanac, is actually a time travel device that his father was working on before his untimely death. Him and his friends unrealistically finished the project that his father was stumped on for years before he died, and they end up traveling through time, doing random shit to make their lives better and make them more popular in high school, because what else are teenagers gonna do? But you know, just like in all time travel movies, shit does go wrong. Now, to be fair, this movie isn't horrible. It definitely has its enjoyable moments and is to date the best film that Platinum Dunes has ever produced. Yes, I know that's not saying much. The main cast is actually pretty good. These actors all have very good chemistry together, so it's easy to buy that they are friends. When they start time jumping, they do things that if I was a teenager, I would do if I had a time machine. Go back and take a test that I failed. Go to a concert or a show that I missed. Go talk to a girl that I screwed up talking to the first time. Funny enough, this is actually very believable behavior for teenagers who have a time machine. Lastly, the special effects in the movie actually look nice. They aren't overdone or overblown. They look just fine and they're perfectly serviceable. That all being said, the overall story isn't very good. A lot of the second half doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it just throws curveballs at you left and right, hoping to get a certain reaction out of the audience that doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because the film is too damn predictable. From the second they found the time travel device in the basement, it was not hard to figure out what the fuck was gonna happen from then till the end of the movie. Let me guess, they're gonna build this thing, travel through time, do dumb teenage things, screw a lot of crap up, try to fix the issues but only end up making them worse, and by the end they're just gonna loop back to the beginning like it's 12 Monkeys or some shit. Yeah, that's what happened, and it was not that hard to see that that's where it was going. The only thing the film does to really try to make it stand out among the whole crowd of time travel films is by making it found footage, which by the end turns out to be totally fucking pointless. The whole film could have just been shot normally and you would have had the same movie. I swear, the only reason this movie was found footage was so that it could be shot for less money. Not to mention, most of the time, it doesn't even look like a found footage movie. The lighting is damn near perfect in every fucking scene. That would not happen with an everyday fucking camcorder. You aren't gonna get perfect shots with that shit. The reason a film like Chronicle can get away with something like this is because Chronicle was completely dedicated to making it a found footage movie. Not every shot was perfectly lit and not every scene was perfectly balanced. Not to mention, in Chronicle, each shot was important to the movie, and you understand why each thing in the movie was being shot. In Project Almanac, there's a ton of shit that they filmed for absolutely no reason. I mean, was there a reason to film his MIT letter coming in the mail? Was there a reason for the sister to film her brother's conversation with their mom about her selling the house? Or hell, was there a reason for the sister to shoot her brother just sulking in the attic? No! Shooting crap like this doesn't enhance the movie, and it really has the whole found footage angle not make a lot of sense. Because normal people would not shoot these things with a camera. If you want those shots, then this shouldn't be a found footage movie. Because shots like that feel needless, out of place, and just insultingly unrealistic. So yeah, the film isn't very good. There was no reason for it to be a found footage movie, and even the reason they give in the film to try to justify it being a found footage movie is pretty weak. The film is incredibly predictable, and the second half just shoots itself in the foot by not taking any risks, just going through the motions, and just not being that interesting. Not to mention the climax of the film is just lame and underwhelming. But it's worth checking out. This wasn't a typical Platinum Dunes disaster made for a quick buck. Actual effort was put into it, and that effort shows in some areas. The actors are good and at times can be funny. The concept is fine, the effects look nice, and while they couldn't pull everything together, I can at least give credit that they were trying. And after all my years of hating this studio, that is probably the best compliment I could give them. Yeah, it feels like I'm rewarding a 5-year-old for tying his shoes, but I'll swallow my pride and be fair. I wasn't miserable watching this movie. I wasn't angry watching this movie. I was simply entertained. Mildly entertained, but entertained regardless. I'm gonna give Project Almanac a C-. Platinum Dunes, don't get used to this.